Finding the perfect partner is one of the most deeply personal and meaningful journeys a person can take. It's a quest that touches the heart, challenges the mind, and shapes the trajectory of your life. But before we can talk about finding the perfect partner, we must first redefine what perfect really means. Perfection in this context is not about flawlessness or fairy tale romance. It's not about someone who never makes mistakes, always says the right thing, or looks like a movie star. The truth is, a perfect partner isn't someone without flaws, someone whose flaws you can live with, grow with, and love anyway. It's someone who fits with your life in a way that brings out the best in both of you. Understanding this definition of perfection is the first step. Too many people waste years chasing an idealized version of love based on fantasy rather than reality. They imagine a partner who will complete them, rescue them from loneliness, and make everything easy. But real love isn't easy. It requires effort, commitment, and understanding. That's why the first and most important step in finding the perfect partner is to know yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation of a healthy relationship. If you don't know who you are, what you value, or what you want out of life, how can you expect to find someone who complements you? Knowing yourself means digging deep. It's about understanding your own needs, your emotional patterns, your values, your goals, and even your fears. Are you looking for a lifelong partner, or are you still figuring things out? Do you value stability, or do you crave adventure? Are you ready to share your life with someone, or are you still healing from past wounds? When you take the time to answer these questions honestly, you begin to set the stage for attracting the right kind of person into your life. You also become less likely to settle for someone who simply fills a temporary void, but does indeed align with your future. Once you know yourself, it's time to get clear on what you're truly looking for in a partner. This doesn't mean creating a checklist of superficial qualities. Instead, focus on the core values and character traits that matter most in the long run. You might be attracted to someone's appearance, but it's their honesty, empathy, and emotional intelligence that will sustain the relationship when times get tough. It's important to be honest with yourself about what you need to feel safe, supported, and seen. If trust is essential to you, don't compromise on it. If you dream of having a family, find someone who shares that vision. The more aligned your values are, the more likely your relationship will thrive over time. Another crucial part of finding a compatible partner is learning from past relationships. Take time to reflect on what went wrong, what went right, and what patterns seem to repeat. If you often find yourself in relationships where you feel unappreciated or emotionally neglected, ask yourself why. Are you choosing people who are emotionally unavailable? Are you ignoring red flags because you're afraid of being alone? These are tough questions, but they're necessary. Each failed relationship is a lesson. You approach it with curiosity rather than bitterness. You grow wiser and better prepared for the next chapter. Building a meaningful relationship also requires patience. In today's fast-paced, swipe-left society, many people are quick to judge and even quicker to move on. But true connection takes time. Chemistry can happen quickly, but compatibility reveals itself over time. Don't rush into a relationship based solely on attraction or the fear of missing out. Take the time to truly get to know someone. Pay attention to how they treat others, how they handle stress, and how they communicate when things don't go their way. These are the moments that reveal a person's true character. Equally important is your ability to communicate openly and honestly. No matter how perfect someone may seem, your relationship will face challenges. Misunderstandings, disagreements, and even conflicts are inevitable. What matters is how you navigate them together. A perfect partner isn't someone who avoids conflict, but someone who is willing to work through it with respect, patience, and empathy. Good communication is the bridge that keeps two people connected through life's storms. Learn how to express your needs clearly and listen without judgment. When both partners feel heard and respected, love deepens. Another often overlooked element in choosing a partner is emotional availability. A person can be charming, intelligent, and attractive. If they're not emotionally available, the relationship will eventually feel one-sided. Emotional availability means someone is willing and able to connect on a deep level. They're not afraid of vulnerability. They're not running from their past. They're open to intimacy and committed to growing together. Pay attention to how someone responds to emotional moments. Do they shut down or do they open up? Are they consistent or do they disappear when things get serious? Don't make excuses for emotionally unavailable people. No matter how much you care, you can't build a healthy relationship with someone who isn't fully present. Finding the right partner also involves being in the right place at the right time. Sometimes the issue isn't that you not meeting the right people, that you looking in the wrong places. If you value deep conversation, growth, and authenticity, spending most of your time at bars or hookup apps might not align with your goals. Instead, look for opportunities to meet people who share your interests and values. This might mean joining a volunteer group, taking a class, attending events related to your passions, or even exploring new hobbies. When you surround yourself with like-minded people, you increase the chances of finding someone who truly resonates with you. While you're on this journey, don't forget the power of self-love. It might sound, but it's true. You teach others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. If you constantly put yourself down, accept poor treatment, or compromise your worth, you send a message that you don't value yourself, and others may follow suit. But when you love and respect yourself, you set a standard. You become more discerning. You're less likely to settle and more likely to attract someone who sees your value and rises to meet it. It's also important to remain open-minded. Sometimes the perfect partner doesn't come in the package you expected. Maybe they're a little older, live in a different city, or come from a background you didn't anticipate. Don't let rigid expectations block you from exploring genuine connections. Stay open, stay curious, and stay grounded in what truly matters. The perfect partner may surprise you, but you'll never know unless you give them a chance. Throughout your search, manage your expectations with grace. No one will meet 100% of your criterion. You won't meet all of theirs either. That's okay. Love isn't about finding someone who checks every box. It's about finding someone who aligns with your vision, grows with you through challenges, and chooses you every day, not just when it's convenient. A perfect partner is someone who makes the effort, shows up for you, and inspires you to be a better version of yourself. In the end, the journey to finding a perfect partner is as much about personal growth as it is about connection. The more you grow, the more you attract the kind of love that mirrors that growth. Be patient with the process. Don't compare your path to others. Some people find love early in life, while others discover it later. But the timing doesn't matter as much as the depth of the connection when it finally arrives. Lastly, believe that you are worthy of love, not just any love, but the kind of love that is patient, kind, supportive, and real. When you carry that belief in your heart, you walk through the world differently. You stop chasing people who aren't meant for you. You stop settling for less than you deserve. Then eventually, you find someone who doesn't just fit into your life, they help build a life with you. So if you're searching for your perfect partner, start by becoming the best version of yourself. Know who you are, know what you value. Stay open, stay grounded, and trust the process. Love isn't a race, it's a journey. And when you walk that journey with clarity, confidence, and intention, you won't just find a partner. You'll find a love that lasts.